Welcome to the Shiny-Headed Historian, where we dive deep into the past to uncover the stories that shape our present and our future. Today we're going to talk about one of the most controversial and impactful movements in American history. That is Manifest Destiny. How did this idea shape the nation's growth, and what were its consequences for different groups of people? Let's find out. Think about a game of dominoes, where each tile represents a piece of land. You only start off with a few tiles in front of you, but you aim to gather as many tiles as possible by strategically placing them. You believe that you're meant to gather all these tiles and have a complete set. This feeling of destiny motivates you to make strategic moves and take over more tiles, expanding your collection. In a similar way, Americans thought they were destined to gather all the territories in North America to complete their set. First, let's define exactly what this Manifest Destiny was. Manifest Destiny was a belief that it was a God-given right of the United States to expand its territory and spread its values and institutions across the continent of North America. This idea emerged in the 1840s and was used to justify or make it seem right to annex or take over Texas and areas after the Mexican-American War. And it forced the removal of Native American tribes from their ancestral homelands. Now, some of the main supporters of Manifest Destiny believed that it was a way to spread democracy and civilization to the savages of the West. They saw it as a moral imperative or something very important to bring Christianity and religious education and industry to these uncivilized, these quote, uncivilized regions. But in reality, Manifest Destiny was also used to justify the acquisition or taking over of valuable resources like gold and wood from people who lived in the territory that it was in. On the other hand, there were also the opponents of Manifest Destiny. Some saw it as a form of imperialism, or just straight up taking over land, and a violation of the sovereignty or the ability of other peoples and nations to make their own decisions. Others recognized the devastating impact that this expansion had on the lives of Native Americans and Mexican Americans who were forced to leave their homes and lands and were often subjected to violence and discrimination. So whichever way you look at it, whether you look at it from the point of view of being a justification for spreading our beliefs and our systems across the continent of North America from our original 13 colonies, which some people felt was necessary, or you feel like it's the second, which is more of a violation of people's ability to make their own decisions and an excuse for violence and discrimination, I will leave that choice up to you. That's your decision, totally. Well, that's it for today's episode of the Shiny-Headed Historian. We hope you learned something about the new and complex controversial idea of Manifest Destiny. Join us next time as we delve deeper into the past to better understand our present and future. Thanks for listening.